this Offshore Asset Protection Trust video, Ryan explains what you need to know about the Protector and gives an example of an offshore trust that worked.
My name's Ryan Fowler. A little bit about myself. I'm an asset protection, estate planning, and global investing consultant. I have a nationwide clientele. The net worth ranges from about $200,000 to over $100 million. I'm the author or co-author of 2 books on asset protection. The latest is Asset Protection in Financially Unsafe Times. It's co-authored with Dr. Arnold Goldstein. It's the best rated and one of the best-selling books of its type on Amazon.com. We could talk about the Protector also. The Protector's job is to make sure that the trustee does his job. And so a Protector does not actually control or manage those trust assets, but he can veto trustee actions, and he can fire and replace the trustee if he thinks that that's appropriate. And usually a Protector, we try and place offshore as well, because you want them outside of the reach of a U.S. judge. Annual Protector fees, $500 to $750. Anything over that, you're paying too much. So you want to keep your trust cost effective. It used to be in the 90s. Some people would charge $25,000 a year to be a trustee. Well, those days are gone, but still there's people out there that charge too much. And you have reputable companies that charge a fair price, and they've been doing it a long time, handle hundreds of millions of dollars of assets, and so you know they're safe. Really, you just need a good planner to know who those good people are that have a very established, good reputation that will take good care of, do a good job as trustee and protector. Now, here's an offshore trust that worked. It's the United States versus Arlene Grant. The IRS was the creditor. They owed $36 million in back taxes. It was actually her husband who passed away, but they filed joint returns. So the IRS was going after a trust she was a beneficiary of that had a bunch of money in an offshore. Very high profile case, and they were going after a lot of money, and the IRS is, you know, the most powerful predator you can get if they really want to go after you hard. And so their trust was around for a long time before they ran into problems. In a way, she didn't retain too much control. In a way, she did. What happened is the trust document said she had the power to replace the trustee as a beneficiary of the trust. That's actually a huge no-no. And if the trust didn't have that language in it, there's a good chance that the case may not even have gone as far as it did. But because that language was in the trust, the judge ordered her to change the trustee to a U.S.-based person who would hand the money over to the IRS once they became a trustee. Well, the offshore trustee refused, says that's against the spirit of the trust because they're supposed to protect their assets from creditors. And so even though she told them and showed them the court order and said, listen, you know, I need to replace you as a trustee, they said no. And the judge says, well, what more can she do? What more can I do? And so the trust held up and it survived. But again, it probably wouldn't have even gone to court if the trust was drafted correctly. And that's the overwhelming majority of correctly drafted offshore trusts. A lot of times they don't even get challenged because there's no chinks in the armor. And nonetheless, overall, this trust stood up against the most powerful creditor going after a very large sum of money. So if you've liked this video, I've got a copy of my book, Asset Protection in Financially Unsafe Times, as an ebook, a 20-minute no-cost consultation, and a series of asset protection secrets ready to be sent right to your email inbox. All this is free. Just visit www.assetprotectionoffer.com. Thanks.